Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi. Today we are going to cover linear inequalities, the topic which is in Form 1 syllabus for KSSM. So I'm teacher Hidayah from SMS Hulu Selangor. We'll discuss about this topic. Alright, so subtopic 7.1 inequalities. So here is the SP. Okay, so this is the learning outcome. So compare the values of numbers, describe inequality, and hence from algebraic inequality. Alright, so 7.1 inequalities. So here is the definition of the inequalities. Okay, what is inequalities? Inequalities means the relationship between two quantities that do not have the same value. So if you have two quantities that you don't have the same value, so it is known as inequality. So let us take a look of the example given. Alright, so here is example 1. So let's say if you have a type of durian A, so as you can see from the picture here, the mass of durian A is 5 kilogram. Okay, and then the second one is durian B, so the mass of durian B is 3 kilogram. So what we can say about this situation, so we can say that the mass of durian A is more than the mass of durian B, so hence we can take as inequality, because if both of the types of durians have different quantities. So for the first one is 5 kilogram, the second one is 3 kilogram, so that means 5 is more than 3. So this is the symbol of the inequality. Okay, so this is the first situation. So let us look at the second situation. So we also can say that the mass of durian B is less than the mass of durian A. Alright, so mass of durian B is 3 kilogram, which is less than 5 kilogram here, as stated in the inequality symbol. Alright, so example 2. Let's say if you have these two types of tablet. The first one is tab S6, which is worth 3,000 ringgit, and the second one is tab A, which is worth about 1,000 ringgit. So what we can say about this situation, we'll say that the price of tab S6 is more expensive than the price of tab A. So we will write the inequalities like this. Okay, 3,000 is more than 1,000. This is the first situation. We also can describe the second situation like this. The price of tab A is cheaper than the price of tab 6 S6. So we write down is like 1,000 is less than 3,000. Alright, so let us look at example 3. Fill in the blanks with inequality symbols, more or less, to become a true statement. So before this, we have an info. So we have more than like this symbol and less than like this symbol. If you have already learned in your previous school, if you put a line here, that means like a B, which is besar in Malay. So besar is more than. The second one is K, which is kurang, which is less than. So let us look at the first question. So 5 is actually less than 8. Okay, the negative 2 is actually less than 6. 0.1 is bigger than or more than 0.001, and we have half. Half is actually less than 3/4, and lastly negative 0.25. You can say that is more than negative 0.49. Alright, so here again example 4. So this is inequalities that can represent in a number line. Alright, so we have first case is more than, so the symbol is like this. We have x is the any number in number line, and we have a A is a specific number in number line, which A, the situation is x greater than A. So you have empty circle here, and then you have an arrow goes to the right. This is the first case. And the second case is less than. So we have inequality symbol like this one. And then we have a specific number. So we have the empty circle here. So since it's less, so the arrow will be going to the left direction. Alright, so the third one is more than or equals to. Alright, this is like the same as the first situation, the first case, but the difference is it don't have the equal symbol like this line here. Alright, this is the difference. And then look at the number line. You can see that we have a circle here, but the first one we have empty circle, the second one we have dense circle here. Okay, and then the arrow goes to the right. And the fourth one, the same thing, less than or equals to. We compare it with number 2. So we have like this picture. We have from A here we have a dense circle. So dense circle we are going to the left, right? Alright, so let us look at for case 1. If you have when x equals to 5, you draw a number line. So you have 5 here, and then put an empty circle, and then it will go to the right. Okay, the arrow goes to the right. And the second one, we have x greater than -2, so we draw a number line here. So here is -2, and then we have an empty circle, it's going to the right also. Alright, so moving on to case 2, we have x less than a. When we have x less than 7, so draw a number line, so that is a 7. So you have a empty circle, and then the arrow goes to the left. Okay, same as when x is less than -1. So here is -1, you draw a empty circle here, and it goes to the left. Alright, so here is for case 3, when x is greater or equals to a. So let's see if you have x greater or equals to 4. So draw a number line. So here is 4, and then you need to draw what we call this one dense circle. So dense circle, and then the arrow going to the right. Okay, same as this one when we have x greater or equals to -2. Same approach, okay, like this. Okay. Alright, so let us look at the case 4 when x less or equals to a. When we have x less or equals to 7, draw a number line. So put a dense circle here on the top of the 7, and then the arrow goes to the left. And then lastly, we have x less or equals to -1. So again, draw a number line. So at -1, you draw a dense circle, and then the arrow goes to the end. Thank you.